Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to West Coast Sim Racing. Tonight we bring to action in the GR86 Cup at the tight, the technical and flat Tsukuba circuit for a 45-minute sprint. Competition caution at or around minute 20. My name is Sean Stam, live here on Stam Studio Network. Hey, I got the one, I got the only. It's a special guest up here in the booth tonight. It's league owner, Mr. Warren Johnson. How's it doing on this wonderful, wonderful race evening?
Well, it could be going better, Sean. I some trouble with my VR headset, so I'm going to be out of commission for a week behind the wheel. But I'll be up in the booth, rocking it up here with you the entire week of racing, and maybe next week too, depending on how things go.
Nah, we hate it for you, but at least you can have fun with us up here in the booth, Warren. We appreciate you kind of taking the time to do it. We'll take a look at some point standings before we go virtual track side. It's Andrew Bound, Stone Colby, and Joey Rainey, the top 3 points leaders. Slater Colby sitting in 4th, Nico Colby, Brandon Birch, Joe Rainey, Josh Hunter, Marvin Samayo has been very, very fast, but not quite having the results he's looking for. Benjamin Forand running at the top 10 in the points.
Yeah, it's been a pretty wild battle all throughout. I mean, we got the top 5 drivers are all pretty close to each other in points, and any race can completely change the standings. You see the guys down here with 18 points, 14 points. Those guys are not out of this championship by any means at all. Two really solid races in a row with a little bit of luck. They're going to be in the fight for the top 5. So a lot to look forward to here in this season.
Right there with you, got some pace down there, 13th, 14th, 15th. As we'll go track side here tonight, we appreciate each and every single one of you welcoming me back here up and into the booth after a short little vacation. We'll take a look at this track info as well as our starting grid here tonight, Warren. What are we going to have to look for from this 12-turn, 1.2 miler Tsukuba circuit?
Yeah, this is a really short track, really tight track. It feels very fast, you know. For it to be a short track, it's very fast. It's almost like kind of Sonoma, where it's like the short track of a road course. It's very, very similar in that way. No elevation really in this track at all. It's a 1.2 mile track. You're just about 1 minute lap time, just over 1 minute lap times. Watch the incidents. Turn 1 is always going to be crazy. It's just how it is in this league, and things get crazy. The guys at the front love to battle it out. They want to get in the front early, so we're going to be watching out all across the field, honestly, tonight.
It was close there in practice as well as in qualifying. Jeremy Fletcher puts it on the pole in our open session with a 101.161. How about Joey Rainey, though, flirting with disaster right there beside Jeremy Fletcher as they'll head into turn 1. Row 2 belongs to Andrew Bound, Joe Rainey, Stone Colby, Nico Colby round out row 3. It's Brandon Birch, Slater Colby P8. It's Igor, Juan Hallett, Jake Steckler, and Ali Xay rounding at the top 12.
Going from P11, we got Jake Steckler, Alexei, Amethyst, Demetrius, Darren, Andres, Colton, Tamer, Benjamin, Josh, myself, and Marvin. I didn't set a quality lap, so I don't know why I'm on there, but that's all right. I won't be racing tonight. Marvin, I believe he's racing, and I know he was having some hardware issues as well.
Oh no!
So
it's like a virus out here tonight.
Something's in the air, and it's not good. But we're going to get this pace lap started. We got that BMW pace car. out on track tonight, ready to lead this, what was it, 21 driver field. Decent amount of people joining us tonight after that holiday week, and we'll look forward to getting some more guys in throughout the season. As they're taking off, I think the crucial thing here is get your tires warmed up. You don't want to scrub too much off because these tires don't last very long on this track, especially with the setup we have. We are working with Joe and Joey Rainey as well as Jeremy Fletcher to get a really nice setup for this track, and we did. But it's the tire deg is very high, so the drivers are going to have to try to preserve those tires throughout tonight for sure if they want to have a chance.
Well, it's a short little pace lap here, Warren. Let's get going. Green flag racing in the West Coast Sim Racing GR86 League. Jeremy Fletcher, it's the Mazda MX-5 Cup champion who leads him out there in turn 1. Then it's Andrew Bound, Joey Rainey. There's Joe Rainey. Nico Colby starting to join the battle as well.
Absolutely. Wow, that kind of caught me off guard there. I thought it was going to be a full pace lap with how short the track is. Jeremy Fletcher getting off to a good start. Andrew Bound took over P2 pretty early on from Joseph Rainey. I think we saw one car spinning on turn 1, but a very clean start nonetheless from this group of drivers.
Looks to be Demetrius Gallegos who goes around there early lap 1, turn 1. It's Jeremy Fletcher. Like you said, Andrew Bound got that really nice start to the race. Joey Rainey starting to fight for some grip here at these lower temps as well as lower pressures and these Toyota GR86 tires. Nico Colby gained 2 spots on the drop of the green flag, and then we'll hop on board with Joe Rainey, who's up to P5.
Yeah, I think Andrew getting the P2 right off the bat had something to do with starting left or right, whatever side of the track was optimal there. I think that's what helped Andrew get the P2. Joe Rainey's keeping it up in P5. He's chasing down his son that's in P3 and Nico in between them. This is looks like a pretty exciting race that we got on our hands right now. I'm surprised that there hasn't been as many incidents. I was very worried. I almost made it a standing start to kind of keep things a little bit more calm on the start, but these drivers have kept it together, kept it clean. I'm really happy with that. I love to see that from as we say that, the warrantator curse for Jake Steckler. That really sucks for Jake. He's had a rough kind of couple of races getting taken out. Let's go back and see what happened there to Jake Steckler.
What do you see here, Warren? Looks like he's going to get deep into one of the hard braking zones.
Yeah, this turn is really easy to do that. Yeah, I was doing that all practice long. This turn and the turn onto the back straightaway are very easy to spin and doing exactly what he just did right there.
Take a look at how... Oh, you got it.
Yeah. No, take a look at how Andrew got around. Yeah, see, it's just the preferred line, first and third. You don't want to be on the outside here at all. So really, first and third, the right side really has the advantage there. Joey cannot do anything. Sit and be patient and wait for... we got Demetrius Gallegos around. Let's see what happened to him. So he gets going. Alexei run in. That's a violent. That must have been on the start. Yeah, that was on the start. That's the car I saw spinning on the start. 4 wide into turn 1 is not going to work, as it seems there. And Alexei just clips the side of Demetrius' car. He's got that, what is that, hay stacks there to keep him safe, so that car should be right back to moving and grooving.
Speaking of moving and some grooving tonight, it's our 2025 IMSA Mazda MX-5 Cup champion continuing to lead laps early on. His best lap was a 101.39, but how about Joey Rainey in 3rd place right now? Warren, his last lap was his best at a 101.27, faster than our race leader.
Yeah, these lap times are genuinely insane. From when I was practicing the last couple days to now, these lap times have just been melting away. And I always joke that there might be someone that gets below a 1 minute. I don't know if we'll see that tonight, but I expect to see a 101 at least one time, and it's going to be one of these top 3 drivers for sure.
Oh, Joey testing the waters there a little bit on Andrew Bound, and looking at the last lap history between the two. It's lap 1, lap 2, lap 3, lap 1 and 2 a little bit slower. That's Darren hard into the wall.
Oh man, what happened to Darren? That's that other turn I was telling you that's really easy to spin as Jake Steckler comes around and beforehand. That's going to slot Darren back into probably last place. If maybe he can get it up there to 19th. This turn's really, yep, exactly what I thought. It's super easy to do that there. I was doing that all week long, trying to get this turn down. You got to be patient on the power here, on the throttle. So definitely something to look out for. It's definitely going to catch you out like that, especially in the early on in the race.
So as Darren just had some heavy contact with the outside wall there, it's going to be a nice battle between two of his sons here, Stone and Slater, as Nico Colby still trying to run away from them two, sitting up there in fourth position. Joe Rennie right there between the two of them. Warren, I mean, how hard is this? You got Slater giving you contact on the rear bumper, as well as you got, I mean, Joe Rennie, who looks like to be a little bit faster than, at least within the tighter corners.
Yeah, you get a little bit of bump drafting going on here, and that these guys are used to it, especially Stone and Slater. You know, they race each other in real life. So bump drafting, they know how to race, where to bump, when not to bump. So no harm, no foul between them there. They're going to be doing that all night. I want to point out something. Ooh, as Slater goes, he's going for an inside move on his brother Stone. Dude, they were doing this all night at Oran Park last week, and it looks like they're going to be doing it again. Side by side into turn 2 and 3. Those little kind of baby S's, they come to the tight turn 4. Stone's going to get out ahead there. Yeah, not much. You got to be on the preferred line. Slater's just not going to get away with it there.
I love the description there, Mr. Johnson. The baby S's, the baby chicanes here from Tsukuba. Whoa, as Brandon Birch also gets deep.
Yeah, that's definitely a spot where you can do that there. I just wanted to point out, check out these guys' liveries if you can. They're all the same. Brandon Birch came up with these liveries. I think there's one more. Jake Steckler is running one. Nico has one. These three also have one. These guys are running kind of like a team livery, as these guys are all from Apex. Ooh, Jeremy Fletcher's going deep inside. He's going to defend against Andrew Bound, potentially trying to make a move. They're kind of staying the same there. Those top three they're kind of biding their time, learning from each other, seeing where they can make a pass. But Nico also, with that white and teal car, they're running those similar liveries, all made by Brandon Birch. I mean, hey, hit Brandon up if you want a good livery. He's been making some fire ones recently. Andrew Bound is all over the back bumper of Jeremy Fletcher right now. He wants to go, and there he goes. Side by side, it's not going to work. Side by side, he's not going to keep it there. He can't do it. I would want to calm down. He's just trying to get into his head right here, but Jeremy Fletcher, with all the real-life experience, it's not going to work. Andrew's going to have to throw everything at Jeremy. So I guess, I mean, he's doing it right. This is what you have to do with this kind of a racer.
Jeremy Fletcher continuing to lead laps here. Remember, we do have that competition caution at or around minute 20 of the race. I'm loving what I'm seeing Jeremy Fletcher do here. It's continuing to run the defensive lines, but it really screws up his corner entrance. He's not able to get the throttle pedal down and keep the momentum up, rolling through the corners. Andrew Bound still knocking all over the rear bumper. He's going to try the inside, which goes back to the outside once again.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. See, the exits are always going to give him better, but the next turn is always opposite on this track. So it's just, you never get the preferred line coming out of any of these turns at all. So Andrew's going to have to figure out something here. I think this is kind of the right move. Just kind of make him kind of try to get Jeremy to think about what's going on. He's going to try to get in his mirror, maybe get in his head a little bit, but it's going to be really hard to phase Jeremy Fletcher. I mean, he races these cars in real life in the real GR Cup Series. He runs the Mazda MX-5 Cup Series. He's used to this. So I don't think this is going to phase him at all. Maybe Andrew just has to wait for the slightest mistake from Jeremy. I mean, look, they're going to go side by side, and it's going to slot right back in. Andrew can do this all night long, and it's not going to work. Get a little bump, a little tappy tap there under the rear bumper. See if you can get something going. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do this because this is risky. This is risking Andrew spinning himself out. I don't know if I'd want to be doing that. I mean, if he can sustain this sort of driving, go for it. But I don't know. I'd want to kind of maybe bide my time a little bit. It is before the 20-minute caution, so you can get away with a couple things here and there. But I don't know. We'll see what happens for the rest of the race.
You know, Warren, you bring up a great point about Jeremy Fletcher having obviously the experience in these style of cars. Mazda MX-5 and Toyota GR86, two very light horsepower, lightweight cars. Now we will start to look a little even. They're going in out of turns 1 and 2. Andrew Bound still trying that outside line, not able to make it happen. Also, Warren, I'm liking what you were picking up and putting down for the race fans. Andrew Bound continues to try the outside, but really nothing's happening for him there. Joey Rainey, though, continues to get closer to that front bumper, excuse me, rear bumper.
All this is really doing is sucking all the other guys that are in that are behind them to what is it now, P8. This top 8, you know, if any of these guys wreck in the front, it's any of the guys, top 8 guys race. Any of them can take over. So just, you know, I don't know if this is the right strategy or not from Andrew, but we're going to see how it plays out here. They're just going to be, this is what he's going to be doing. Side by side, it's going to look real exciting, and he's going to slot back in every time. So he's really got to get on the inside of Jeremy at some point,
Nope.
And Jeremy is not going to let that happen with the defensive lines here. And there's a lot of innuendos in racing, I swear.
We're pretty close out here on track tonight. We got some elbows out, and I mean, what do you do as a driver if you're like Andrew Brown? Like you said, this does start to look a little bit exciting there, Warren. But I mean, how do you combat that? And it's Jeremy Fletcher. It's a champion. It's a driver with, I mean, let alone almost 6,000 I rating here in the sim. He's continuing to run that defensive line, and it's kind of avalanche effects, kind of backing up everybody here.
Yeah, and you know, look at Joseph Rainey. He's just waiting for Andrew to slip up one time on those any of those moves at all, and he's going to pounce on P2. So he's got to be careful with what he's doing here. I'd rather be in Joey's position right now, seeing what Andrew's going to do and seeing where he's making mistakes. Nico even, you know, Nico's right there. He's going to follow Joseph wherever he goes. You know, despite, or if Andrew makes a mistake or something, Nico's going right there with him to capitalize. So, like I said, it could be any of these top 8 guys, but right now, Jeremy is putting on a defensive masterclass.
Speeds at upwards of 117 miles per hour for Josh Hunter, fastest car on the track last lap. And I mean, sure, Warren, we've been talking about this kind of 1st through 8th battle here, but with lap time so close, shoot, even 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, 13th, we got blankets all over the place tonight at a track that I really wouldn't consider a super speedway of road courses. But I mean, it's a short one, it's a flat one. Tsukuba, 1.2 miles. We continue to see some, we've seen some beating, some banging, but I think for the most part, you touched on this last race as well, the racecraft are really starting to see a really, really nice bump in racecraft.
Absolutely, yeah. That we've made some improvements for sure to the racecraft, each of the drivers. You know, there's been some penalties handed out. I know we don't really announce or talk about those too much on the stream, but some penalties were handed out for some certain questionable actions, and I think that kind of cleaned things up once people realize they can't be doing what you're doing. Oh, Andrew got to the inside. Oh my goodness! Yeah. Look at that shot. He slammed. Talk about slamming the door on Andrew Bound. That was crazy. You got to be brave to do that and know that you're not going to hit the guy on the inside of you. That is just very brave from Jeremy, but you know, he knows his car's better than anyone at all.
Take a look at this out of turn 12 heading into turn 1. Just Jeremy Fletcher doing what he has to do here, and that's just slam the door shut on a really nice run here that Andrew Bound and Joey Rainey had.
Ooh, little contact there too. That didn't help. I think that little contact kind of saved Jeremy from just completely wiping out the top 8 people there. If that slowed him down just a little bit. We got another. They're still side by side. Look, he's gonna go try to dive deep on the inside here. Jeremy's not gonna have it though. Yep, same thing's happening every lap. It's the same thing. See what Joey decides to do here. Yeah, see, if I'm Joey, I kind of want to bump a little bit, push him out of the way, see if he can get in front of him. Look how close the P9's getting though. That gap has been shortening to Josh Hunter. We've seen him win races in our league before. He's a little bit faster in the GT cars, still maybe figuring out the GR a little bit, but you know, you never can count him. Oh my my goodness! The
What a
leaders are
save!
spinning.
Oh,
Oh
no!
my goodness!
Jeremy Fletcher, 4 tires in the grass again.
Oh my goodness! Look at this pack right here. They were almost 3 wide. Andrew bound to the lead. It had to happen that way. That was the only way that was going to happen. And we're going to see what Jeremy does there as he gets down to P4. Joseph Rainey P2, Nico P3. Nico's still biding his time there. He's got Jeremy on his inside. That is not going to work out for Nico. Let's see if Jeremy can get back to the lead, though. I'd love to see how. Yeah, let's see what happened here.
Is it
Both of them
contact?
kinda got- I want to see the nose cam at Joey. It's like they both spun at the same time.
Yeah, pushing for tenths of a second. And I think you're right. Both spins, same exact time. They're trying to save it. Oh, that was on board with Joey Rainey there. Well, up on board with Andrew Bound.
Yeah, let's check that out. That was a great save, by the way. I don't know how
He
he
was
didn't
sideways.
go into the wall. That was unbelievable. And they go.
Here it is, and then we'll rewind it one more time. But like you said, this is going to be the do-all, tell-all shots here. Is there contact?
Yeah, maybe there's a little contact, but Jeremy's already a little loose there. So I think maybe he checked up, and then Andrew kind of got in the back of him, and just kind of a accordion effect there. But what a save. That is so impressive from Jeremy. But, again, professional driver in real life, professional driver in the sim. He knows what he's doing. It's like, look at him. He's just like he never left. It's just crazy. These guys. The skill level is unbelievable.
That is insane.
Yeah, unreal, man.
I will say he's going to remember that coming up towards that competition caution in a couple minutes' time. Maybe not the caution, but I think the restart after it is when you might see something happening there. But remember, Andrew Bound, he's our champion. Champion points leader at the moment. He's fighting for point standings as well as fighting for the race lead. Yeah, I think he got there just a little bit too deep into the corner. Jeremy Fletcher with the immaculate save, 4 tires onto the grass. Even losing the grip there after you get tires up on these hot, what are they? Michelin, Pirellis, whatever they are. That was really cool to see Jeremy able to stick it down on the inside pause and actually make it stick and keep P3.
My bad. Actually, they're Continentals on the
There you go. The GT radials.
MX-5. Well, GT radials are 86 challenge. So I sure hope no one of these guys.
No,
but anyways, no. You know what? If I'm Jeremy, I don't want to fight for P2 right now. We got about 3 minutes until the potential competition caution comes out. I might wait a bit. We're gonna see. It's on me today, so I'm gonna hit him with a little surprise. We'll see. But there's a 5-minute window, which with that caution will come out. And if I'm Jeremy, I just stay in third because look what Andrew did to get to P2 out of the gate. He was started P3. He was on that better line. That's what he's going to want this time through the restart. So I don't know if he wants to fight for P2. He's going to be on a much worse line in P2.
Yeah, it just took him how long as we might have a little contact here between Andreas Profan and I believe that was Juan Hallett. Juan Hallett and Josh Hunter right up in that battle. Like I mentioned earlier, Warrior, we got battles all over the place. It's hard to keep an eye on just one of them as we still have almost, that got tight there in turn 1.
Yeah, Juan's blinking a little bit. That's gonna cause those kind of drivers. No, we don't. Unless you'd like to hit the Benjamin. Oh, look at this move!
Benjamin.
Oh, they saved it. They saved it. Andres, what the heck is going on?
Andreas Profana after the blinker goes around.
Dude, it looked like he was leaning on Amethyst and they were going to get around there. And then Amethyst just turned Andres. What happened here?
Oh, no,
a little bit,
Andres, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have maybe backed off a little bit if I was one of them. That sucks, man. But, so it goes. It's the right time for that to happen because we're just before coming to the competition caution as Jeremy Fletcher goes for P2 on Joseph. That was quick. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to do that, but wow, he's after it. I don't think he even cares. He's just going for it today. I want to see him get to P1. This is going to be an interesting battle because we saw how Andrew was trying to get around Jeremy. I want to see how Jeremy's going to try to get around Andrew.
It's going to be maybe a game of patience, maybe a little bump and run, maybe a little slide job action here, some crossovers. But Jeremy Fletcher made his way back up to P2 after the little bit of a spin, almost spin, a little bit of a slide there out of the #1 machine. He's back up to #2 out of JFR Esports. The gap to the race leader as well as our points leader continues to close. Jeremy Fletcher is slicing it down there in turn 1. But remember last week from Oran Park, hey, it was, correct me if I'm wrong here, folks, but triple Colby action. Nico Colby, Stone Colby, they're back up to 4th and 5th.
Oh, he looked. He took a peek there. Yeah, it was triple Colby action at Oran Park. That was an exciting race for the Colbys. They're hanging back a little bit today, 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's nice. And then you got Darren down in P20, but he's going to look to get a couple spots back on the restart possibly. Oh, Joe and Slater, be careful. Brandon's there too. Oh, keep it together, guys. Joe's a smart guy. He's kind of the old man of the group, the OG. Him and Darren, they know what they're doing. They know how to race. They know how to keep it clean. But things get kind of squirrely. So good on them to keep that. That was a close little. That's not where you want to be battling with people, but they were able to take it together, keep it together.
Some argy-bargy there between some friends that do know each other down there in real life out at Apex Motor Club, Arizona's most prestigious racing facility. So Andrew Bound out here, the bluey Toyota GR86 though out up front, starting to lead some laps as we're starting to crest our way closer and closer to that competition caution. Jeremy Fletcher is cresting his way closer and closer to that back bumper of our race leader.
Yeah, he's right there. I'm gonna let this battle go out a little bit. I don't know if any of these guys are watching, but I'm gonna let this continue. I want to see what happens here as we continue to watch these drivers battle it out. Joseph he's just biding his time, waiting for Jeremy to go down. He's looking on the outside, not quite sure. Yep, does he get around there? Okay, Jeremy's got to get on the inside. That he has to do the exact same thing Andrew did, but how is he going to do that? We don't know. When is he going to do it? We don't know.
It's roles reversed, didn't it, here? He's going to try the outside, but there's no way. There's no way in heck.
Crossover, possibly. We'll see if he goes for it here. I kind of have a feeling he might peek.
Oh, he's trying to contact for the race lead again.
Yes, that is what we want to see. This is a great battle right now, guys. This is one of the closest battles for the lead we've had all season. Throughout the entire, for the whole race like this, I mean, come on. What other league are you going to get this at, Sean? It's only West Coast Sim Racing.
I try to tell them down there in YouTube land, it's West Coast Sim Racing out here. If you like what you see, every Monday, every Thursday, Toyota GR86 on Mondays, and then you got some GT3, GT4 Thursdays. Here comes GR86. Here comes Jeremy Fletcher. Tries the outside line once again out of, that was...
Turn 12 or turn 11.
Yeah, turn 11. There we go. As they'll press their way and head down turn 12. Some more defensive lines being played out of Andrew Bound. Here comes Jeremy Fletcher. Outside line once again.
This is just crazy right now. These guys know the competition caution's coming out anytime, at any second. Any second I can throw that thing. So they know. They have. Oh, Joey's on the inside of Jeremy. Is he going to get through? He's going to get through for P2. Boy, what a move from Joey. That was great. Putting the move on Jeremy Fletcher. Jeremy's getting in the dirt there. He didn't want to give that up. But that was he swiped that away. That was pretty impressive there. Jeremy's got a little, he just hit an X. That's all that was. Is that a slowdown possibly?
I really think that's what that yellow box means. I for some reason.
It's got to be a slowdown.
Yeah, because look at the gap that's already started to show from Joey up to Jeremy.
That's a slowdown for sure. He didn't want to give up the spot, so he made the gap happen. But he's capable of towing these guys up there. So I'm gonna give him one more lap here as we wind down to the competition caution. It's gonna be a quick one too. So let's see. Anybody a lap down? No one's a lap down yet. Darren Colby's up to P18. Getting close there. Nico and Stone, my bad. Stone and Nico going at it. Yeah, I gotta memorize the purple versus the red. It's worse to do it in person. Maybe it's a little bit of that's acceptance within the eye of the racing world. But man, this is they're getting close as well. But I mean, this is just the case of this track. It's not the best racing track, to be honest. I mean, where are you going to make a move? You have to wait for mistakes. You have to battle hard the entire time. It's the only way to do it. So, you know, that we're going to see some bump and runs. We're going to see contact and pushing and shoving the entire time. I'm going to throw it right here. So let's be prepared here.
Shoot, reminds me of Oran Park last week when I hopped in the practice session before the race. It was hard to pass. Joey Rainey closes that gap, but now that competition caution flag is going to fly. Whoo, this is gonna heat them all up here, Warren. We're gonna re-rack them, restack them. We appreciate all those sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right of the screen. Everybody down there in YouTube land. We got Moonlight Dancer. We got some Terry action. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful, wonderful evening as we have that new BMW Irish Safety Pace car is gonna pace the field.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a cool little pace car. I've been kind of using it a lot. I like the lights on the top of it.
Yeah.
Instead of yellow, we got red and blue. It's just a little, you know, throws a little color in there.
I like some color. I like some newer faces and some newer places up there in the top 10. It about all looks the same, but how about Ali XA have themselves a really, really nice night here tonight. So is Amethyst Reese. It's Igor as well as Jake Steckler. Jake, a little bit of a slip and slide there earlier. He's already back up to P14. Andreas Pafrana, the one and only driver outside of the U.S. out there, in the at least according to timing scoring graphics. Andreas Pafrana, the Italian himself, P15. Colton Juarez, Demetrius Gallegos, Darren Colby, and P18 after his slip and slide earlier. Benjamin Forance, Tamer, and then that's going to about round out our 20-driver field.
Absolutely, yeah. And look, any one of these guys can win it now. They got the caution. We're going to restack them. See what we can do. I'd want to be P3. Look, as they're pushing through the safety car there. If you guys didn't know, that is just a ghost car. There's nothing there. I wish it was honestly a solid brick wall. I think that'd be pretty fun. I'm gonna throw it back to you here. Give me 1 second, and I'll be right back.
All right. Well, appreciate it, Warren. That's Warren Johnson, league owner as well as racer in West Coast Sim Racing. Remember, every Monday night you got the Toyota GR86 League, and then every Thursday night it's kind of mixed between some races we'll have GT3, some races we do have GT4. But if it's something that you're kind of looking to get a part of here, make sure you let us know down there in live YouTube chats. Let's check in on them again. Once again, we got we got Andrew down here as well saying, "Let's go Colton," rooting on Colton Juarez. Go Fletcher and Colby's Moonlight Dancer says, "Fishtail like a tail out of water," says Terry. It's been a lot of fishtailing here tonight, and I think we're about to see even more. Holy guacatulies, we're getting too wide for this race restart. This is about to get good.
One to go this time by. Whoa, what's going on there? Oh my goodness.
What in the name? We are wrecking under yellow, boys and girls.
It'll figure it out. iRacing will figure it out.
Oh my days.
Catch back up. They'll slow down. They're in the same Discord. They'll slow down.
Appreciate you. I kind of forgot about that they were all in the same Discord, but
yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was, I think it was just keeping the tires warm, and then that ended up happening. Yeah, that's
just. Let's take one more look before the green if we can.
I want to see them get back to. Let's see. They get it back going. Yeah, they're all stacked up. They figured it out. Okay, thank goodness.
It looks like Joe kind of got maybe a little bit of help from one of the baby blue Toyota GR86s, but look at them already leaning on each other there. Andrew Bound and Joey Rainey for this race lead. He's already found the gas. It's Andrew Bound out of turn number 12. We'll get back to green flag racing here in the West Coast Sim Racing Toyota GR86 Series. Here we go from Tsukuba.
Andrew Bound a little early on the start there. I don't know what happened in the back of the pack, why that big gap formed. As Jeremy Fletcher's on the inside at turn 1. That's where he wants to be. Can he cross over? Joey Rainey's right there. Look at this battle. Slater, Colby coming up with Nico, Stone Colby there in the purple car. This is just crazy racing. I had a quick word with them all when I took a little break there and just kind of get their thoughts, and They are saying it's like a roller coaster out there. Nowhere to pass. You have to bump to make moves happen here. This is a tight track to race on, so I'm not surprised that they said that. We're going to see, we have to see how Jeremy gets ahead of Andrew. That's the only way. This is the only thing that's we got to watch right now, because oh, big wreck behind. Who's that? Darren Colby, Demetrius Gallegos, Benjamin Forehand, Igor Rizhkov. Oh, they're still doing donuts back there. What happened? Got a couple black flags, Juan and Jake. Don't know what happened there. You have to see.
Oh,
I'll be right back, John.
You're all good, Warren. Oh, Andreas Profana. I think maybe that's who it was there right before we threw the green. Andreas Profana a little bit too deep into the inside line there. Darren locks him up, then onto the gas, locks him up again, then a quick little 360. We'll get back to the racing lead here as Andrew Bound is still holding off Jeremy Fletcher, but at what cost? Continuing to sacrifice lap time here, running that defensive line. Here comes Jeremy Fletcher around the outside. We've seen it. It's not going to work out there. He's going to have to try and regroup. Jeremy Fletcher's going to have to rearm here and try and he's going to maybe look for something to work on the inside. Tries it down there on our back straightaway, but it doesn't make it happen. It's even more defense for Andrew Bound here. It's roles reverse. If you're just now joining us, Jeremy Fletcher, he's a real-life IMSA champion in the Mazda MX-5 Cup. He has contact with Joey Rainey. Jeremy Fletcher was leading earlier. We're looking 4 wide into turn 1. 4 wide, Jeremy, Andrew, Stone, and Nico. Jeremy Fletcher to the race lead. Oh, then there's contact. I knew it wasn't going to stick. Stone Colby goes around. Slater Colby, he makes it through it. I think Nico Colby goes around as well. Joey Rainey, he's up to P4. Brandon Birch gets P5 within this gaggle, and Quagmire up here. Oh, no. Jeremy Fletcher 4 wide inside to the race lead goes the number 1.
Well, I left at the wrong time. There's some crazy it just happened right there. What is going on right now, Sean?
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I couldn't even try to put this into words if I tried here. We'll take a look at this 4 wide going into turn 1 inside line. Remember, Jeremy Fletcher raced those Mazda MX-5 Cup cars out at Martinsville Real Life Racing. Woo, then there's the contact for Stone and Nico. Jeremy Fletcher knows how to make the inside line work. NASCAR action happening here to get him to the race lead.
That's how it's gonna happen. It was gonna have to be a mistake. It was gonna have to be a bump or some sort of incident. That's what has to happen here. Unfortunately, I didn't think it would be this tight of racing. But what happened with Stone Colby there? That just took out Joe. Did he take out Joseph as well? I know Nico kind of got the worst of that. I don't know if Joey spun.
Like
he just kind of slowed.
Like
yeah,
it
was
was
just
get onto the racetrack. I don't know.
It was like those, those little pendulum, like clicky ball things where one comes and it goes through the other.
Whatever law.
Yeah, the Newton. Yeah, that's what it looked like happened. Nico got caught up with Newton's law. That's pretty unfortunate for him. Bumps him down to P13, and as we were saying, it's really tight to pass here and really difficult to go. Honestly, I almost want to clear. There goes Juan and Jake.
Oh no!
Yeah, disqualified unfortunately for them.
What was that for? Is that incident limit or?
I don't know what happened there. No, it wasn't the incident limit. It was something to do with the restart. I don't know if I can undisqualify.
Yeah, not really showing any driver up within incident range. Maybe Benjamin Forant in the 16th position. We'll get back to looking at this battle here between 3rd and 4th, as now here goes Joey down the inside of Slater Colby. Slater, look out. Here comes that number 36 of Brandon Birch. These friends, within the real life and as well as sim racing world, continue to go at it. Right now, though, it's for that final driver interview spot.
Absolutely. I just cleared their flags. I want to see if they can get back in. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I tried to help them out. That was just a lap too late. They put that one on me. I think there was some weird iRacing glitch with the spin that we saw on the pace lap, and it put one of them behind, like, it didn't let them slot back into their normal spots or something. So I don't know what's up that. We're going to have to take a look at the replay there and see what we can do, because that's really unfortunate for those two drivers, Jake and Juan.
Yeah, here they come into the line right here. Juan Hallett. Oh, man, Juan is way up in front of him. I think, yeah, you said that one right because, oh, well, there goes Juan. He's right on the outside of Joe. There had to have been maybe some driver just not quite in the right position there, and that's probably going to be 1, 2, 3 black flags. We'll get back to racing here. It looks like they've been all cleared. Hey, Warren, we only got 10 minutes to go here before we round out the white and checkered flag from Tsukuba. It's been a really fun, eventful race, but this battle for the race lead starting to once again heat right back up.
Yeah, it's Andrew and Jeremy. That's kind of the story of the day here, seeing where these two are trying to get past each other. The rest of the field has just been a crapshoot, I guess. You know, there's incidents happening. Who do we got? Let's see who we got. Jeremy, Andrew, Joseph, Slater, Brandon, Joe, and Josh. Literally all of them except Andrew are Apex guys. So it goes down to P9 with Stone, Josh Stone. P8, my bad. All the way to P8. Top 8, all Apex guys, except for Andrew, of course. But wow, it's quite a showing from those Apex guys. We got Nico and P10 just outside of that top 8. We got there Colton, Igor, Amethyst, Benjamin, Darren, Andres. Down to 16 drivers here. I believe a couple maybe disconnected due to some incidents or whatever there is. Yeah, good to see all these drivers kind of there's close battles, but it's just hard to pass. That's kind of been the story. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm shouting out Colton Juarez here tonight. I know we got quite a few of his race fans down there in YouTube land. Second biggest driver position gain-wise here tonight. Gained 6 since the drop of the green flag. And he continues to, I mean, we know how much pace Nico Colby has. Colton Juarez continues to put pace and, I mean, continue to run quite a bit, about the same lap times as Nico Colby. Man, Nico gets way deep into the corner there. Fighting for some front-end grip within these Toyota GR86 machines. Our next closest battle, and it's within our biggest mover of the race. Can't shout out Mr. Josh Hunter enough, champion from last season, but he has company down the inside. That's Stone looking to take away P7.
Now they're going to go side by side here. Let's see what's going to happen into turn 12 and then turn 1. Let's see if they can keep this together. It's been rather difficult to kind of maintain that outside line, especially on turn 12. And just got to slot back in and try to retake the inside here. That's what he's looking to do, but no, it goes back to the outside. That outside line's not going to work here. It just, I don't think any part of this track you're going to be able to get the outside line working.
Man, I was looking for a live driver camera there to take us around it, but we'll join in on this battle between Igor as well as Amethyst Reese. I think this battle's been going on here from about the past 37 minutes since the drop of the green flag. I know Amethyst Reese, she's not one to give up away a position here relatively easy. She's making that top 12 work really, really nice right now. Best lap today, a 101.79. Nice run for Miss Reese.
Yeah, that's a good lap time. Is that the fastest lap of the day? I don't know.
Best, I'm showing a 101.27, a thousandth of a second faster for Joey Rainey compared to Andrew Bound.
Andrew must have made a mistake. Look at how far back he is now. 1.7 seconds. What happened to Andrew Bound? They were right on each other's bumpers the entire time. And I wonder if we can find.
I think it's going to be right here. Oh, just push him, trying to gain some time.
Yeah, but he was already. Look at the gap. Yeah. There was already there. There had to have been something else. Probably a couple little off-track excursions. Yeah, let's see if it comes through here. It's got super loose somewhere. I have to see.
Like you said, I'm curious if it's only on one corner that he loses all that, or if it's. We'll try and fast forward it here just a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit of a slip for Jeremy Fletcher, but Andrew continues to hang up right up in there with him.
Yeah, a little snap. I don't know what happened.
It's I hate trying to look for it here.
It might just be pace.
I mean, it's
I don't know.
Either way, it's so weird because they were so close on pace earlier. I'm still looking at for their in timings and scorings, but this lap by, we can see that they were. Where's the graphic bad, I just lost it. This lap by, we can see that, yeah, I mean, lap 36, about a half of a second slower. Lap 34, 3/10, but I think it happened on lap 33 there. That was a whole 1 second slower for Andrew Bound compared to Jeremy Fletcher.
Yeah, oh, Jeremy gets off track just a little bit there. We're going to see if that hopefully is not a slowdown. I don't see the yellow flag next to his name. But, yeah, I mean, it could just be a pace difference. You know, one little slip on this track is going to lose you a ton of time. So little mistakes here are super exaggerated because of how short this track is. We got Joe Rainey down there fighting for P6, P7, Stone Colby, P8, Josh Hunter right there. 2 yellow cars with the purple in the mix there. I'm liking these yellow cars, man. For some reason recently, those yellows just been hitting different. I don't know what to tell you, man. But Joe Rainey's got a good-looking car. His Mustang, especially that GT4 Mustang, he's got a good livery on that. Always running that Rainey Homes Racing livery. That is the company of Joe Rainey. You want a nice home built? Contact Rainey Homes Racing for all your home building needs.
You know, that goes means a lot there behind the scenes to me, because for Joey and Joe, I was the ones to kind of try and copy and put together their real life racing wraps and then put them in here within the sim world. So that brings a smile on my face, Warren.
Yeah, oh yeah, you did a very good job with those, and Joey also, yeah, he's got his real life livery on there now. Slater Colby's showing a slowdown. Trying to say that 5 times fast.
And I think I found out why.
Let's see it. Probably just a cut. Yeah, off track there.
Come on, iRacing.
That's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. Yeah, iRacing be doing that sometimes.
Dude, have you ran Coda before, or at least before the update? My God.
That's my one of my least favorite tracks is Coda. Sorry, Texas people. That track sucks.
Well, at least we're not dealing with any elevation here tonight. There's only, what, are we working the 41th minute
20.
down out of 45? So like 4 minutes to go. The lap time's ranging 101.3, so we're probably looking at about 4 to 5 laps to go. Jeremy Fletcher, real life 2025 IMSA Moss MX-5 Cup champion. He's back to where he started this race, and that's out up front.
That's what I was saying. He was just going to walk away with it. And the fight now is for P2. Seeing if Joseph can get up, or Joey can get up to Andrew in time. He's going to have a good draft. I wouldn't pull out of that draft. You're nowhere close enough, Joey. Stay in there, get as much time as you can, and then start making your move. And then Brandon Birch to P4. He's going to buy. He is waiting for those two up there to make a mistake. Any sort of bump that goes wrong, he's going to gain all that time. He's only 3 seconds, about 3.5 seconds back. And he's going to be all over that. If they start battling, it's going to slow them down a ton. Especially if we saw how Andrew was battling Jeremy on the first half of the race. If that continues to happen, these guys are going to catch right up. It's going to be right in the battle for P2.
I got to shout out Brandon Birch as well. This whole season, he's had pace. He's shown some top 5s. He's shown some top 10s as well. Brandon Birch flirting with that final driver interview spots in that very, very fast on rails Apex Motor Club number 36 Toyota GR86. This battle between Joe Rainey and Stone Colby continues to rage on here. Ooh, boy, we're working 43 out of 45, probably 2 to 3 more laps to go here. What are you trying to do if you're Stone? Trying to find the inside here of Joe.
Yeah, you just got to stay in the draft and try to make something happen. It's really hard to make something happen here. I mean, I've said it like 10 times already now. Without bumping and running them, and you know, these guys have a lot of respect for each other. I don't think they really want to be passing each other that way as Stone gets in the dirt a little bit. A lot of people get in that dirt when they exit turn 1. Yeah, look at Joey. He's right on the bumper. Just gotten that draft, and now he's waiting. He's waiting to make that move. And you know he's going to. Joey is a pretty aggressive driver, and not in a disrespectful way, but in a good racing driver way. So we're going to be sure to see some moves from him. He's going to probably fake him out a couple times, try to peek here and there. This is kind of the battle to watch here.
Coming into turn 12 for what should be, if my math is mathing, the second to final time tonight. Joey Rainey trying to do anything and everything that he can to try to get to that rear bumper of Andrew Bound, our points leader at the moment going into Tsukuba. It's really, really close there. As you can see scrolling across the bottom of the screen, I have the top 3 points leaders listed. And Andrew, Stone, and Joey, I believe it's only separated by single digits per the top 3 drivers. Hey, even 4th and 5th, it's still, I mean, it's pretty close here between the fields. We'll be coming to what will be the white flag lap this time by, and it's still 0.3 of a second that separate Andrew Bound and Joey Rainey, P1 as well as P3 in the points.
Yeah, this is the interesting thing is Jeremy, I think this is his first race with us in the GRs, so he's taking away, I believe, the 20 points it is for the win, if I remember correctly. So they're not getting too many points, you know, they're losing that P1 spot. Andrew Bound, you know, he would have liked to get that P1, obviously. But this is going to be interesting for the points because, look, I mean, Brandon Birch up there in P4. Oh, we got to move. Joey's just trying to get – it's not going to work, though, unless he gets the crossover.
Final 12, well now final 11 chances to make it happen here. This is our white flag here on Stam Studio Network from Tsukuba. Andrew Bound, Joey Rainey separated by 0.3 of a second. Brandon Birch, Slater Colby 0.3 of a second. Stone and Joe 1/10 of a second. There's battles all over the place. Joe looks down the inside.
Joe's on the inside of there. Let's see if he can make it stick. It just goes the wrong way every time you get the pass done. He gets shot to the outside, and now he's got the distance on him, but I don't know if he's not door quarter clear. Sean is Stone. Colby's now on the inside. Jeremy Fletcher, where's Jeremy? He just won. Congrats to Jeremy Fletcher. Andrew Bound P2, Joseph Rainey P3. Oh, my bad. They're coming around the last turn now. I called that one. I did what you did. Oh, look at Joey in the grass. P2 to Andrew Bound, P3 to Joseph Rainey. That was a hell of a battle from those guys. Whoa, Joe and Stone. He tried to get it done in the grass. Wasn't happening. I'm sure these drivers are happy to be done here. Maybe I'm happy I missed this one. Yeah, what a race that was. That was very interesting. Not too many passes, but a lot of like battling. That was just, you know, that's all we saw was trying to make the outside line work. You could never. But again, Jeremy Fletcher with a defensive masterclass today puts him in the win for round 5.
How about Jeremy Fletcher gets it done after starting this race in the race lead, falls back all the way, what was it, to third, then works his way right back up to him. Stick with us here on Stam Studio Network. You know what's coming. It's top 3 driver interviews as well as unofficial, official race results. Thank you, everybody that has joined us here in tonight. Thank you, Warren Johnson, who's climbed up here in the commentator booth watching our real-life Cup champion of the Mazda MX-5 Cup car out of IMSA, putting it on display here tonight, take away our race win.
What a dominant performance from him tonight. I mean, the entire first half of the race, then he had a little incident, got back, but, you know, I think we all deep down, we knew that he was going to get it done tonight. Very impressive drive from Jeremy tonight. So congrats to him on his inaugural race and inaugural win in GR Cup West Coast Sim Racing League.
As we're still waiting on those unofficial, official race results to come in here, Warren, I'll mosey my way on over to the interview room here. As I think we're gonna start this off here with our race winner. It's the one, it's the only. He's also a champion. How about you, Jeremy Fletcher? This is Sean Stam up here in the booth. You got yourself a copy.
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
Hey, Jeremy, man, from the pole down to P3, back up to the race win. How'd you get this done here tonight, man?
Yeah, it's a pretty one-lane racetrack, so lost the lead to a mistake of mine. Got it back, luckily. Pretty aggressive move. You know, with the track being one lane, you got one option. That's go for any gap that's there. And unfortunately, the gap closed a little bit more. And we had some contact, me and Andrew. Would have liked to get it done a little bit cleaner, but I knew if I could get to the front, you know, break the draft, I felt like I could put consistent laps together and hopefully drive away, which is what we did there in the end. Just wait for somebody to make a mistake, and Yeah, it was definitely a good race, and it's never a dull night coming out here with the Rainies, the Colbys, Brennan Birch, Andrew, everyone out here. It's always a good night.
It definitely looked like it there for you, Jeremy. Congratulations on the race win. 4 wide, move down the inside, door quarter clear. We'll let you get to popping that champagne here tonight. But before we let you do, Jeremy, who are we shouting out to? Who are kind of like to dedicate this win to?
Yeah, the whole JFR Esports team, the holster store, and everyone that allows me to come out and have some fun on the sim. West Coast Sim Racers, you as well, Sean, and yeah, just everyone that puts it all together.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. That goes a long, long ways back there behind the scenes. Congrats once again, and hopefully we're chatting with you here in a couple Mondays' time, if you have some time to join us again, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I believe that's going to do it for our race winner. I'm going to throw it down there to Warren Johnson, who's caught up with P2, and it's Andrew Bound.
Andrew, you got yourself a copy, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing. I think I'm doing better than you guys tonight. That was a rough one.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was painfully mind-numbing. Just like no passing, and all the attempts we had to pass, we're going 4 wide at the turn 1. Like when Jeremy sent it up the inside, which is, it's honestly, it's insane how he pulled that off, and he didn't kill all of us. Just good on him. Obviously he's the MX5 champion. He's got to know a thing or two about driving a car.
Absolutely, and especially these type of cars. I mean, he drives this car in real life as well. Yeah, that was wild. 4 wide. I switched to your guys' Discord, and that was definitely a tense moment. But he got it done somehow, and that guy, all props to him. But we're talking about you, P2 tonight. Are you happy with your performance tonight? Do you think you could have got a little more, or?
Nah, I mean, I was struggling to keep up with Jeremy. After the restart, I did the best I could. I was hanging with him for 5 or 6 laps, and I had to really try to push on these tires, and I almost took myself out twice. After that, I just realized there's no point in me trying to catch up to him. There's 0 chance I'll pull ahead of him. Just wanted to put in some consistent lap times, hold down P2. I'm happy with it.
We saw like a gap form. I think it was lap 23 or so, where there was like a 1 second difference in your guys' lap time. Do you know what happened there? Was that just pace, or was there something that we missed?
It was out of the hairpin in the middle of the track, that left-hander. I got on the throttle, maybe 10 feet too early, and I pushed it out wide. The rear stepped out, and I nearly lost it. That's when I went down a whole second. I think if I wouldn't have done that, the gap might not have been 3.5 seconds towards the finish. It might have been closer to, I don't know, maybe 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds.
Well, and you had Joseph Rainey, our P3 finisher, just breathing up your tonight, and that was probably not helping your pace at all towards the end there. But hey,
it's a good race on everybody. Good racing on Joe. Keeping it tight, keeping it clean. It was a lot of fun. Even though it's boring from having basically no pass. We're racing 6 inches from each other basically the whole time. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I do apologize to all my my members here for tonight. That was not the best racing track, unfortunately. But you got it done, P2. Who are you thanking tonight?
Thanks to all the Apex guys. Get my racing crew always come out week after week. Warren, thanks for hosting a good league. Sean, always hosting a good stream.
Appreciate you, Andrew.
Congrats on your P2. I'm going to send it down to Sean one last time for our P3, Joseph Rainey.
Hey, Joey, I would say, okay. You know it is up at this point. Joey, got yourself a copy, man.
Hey, Sean, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing all right here, Joey. You sit P3 and the points coming in here tonight. You have a really, really good night. Finished at P3, final driver interview position. How did you make it happen here tonight with some side-by-side, some beating, some banging, as well as some 4 tires off the racetrack?
Yeah, it was a race. I can say that much. Like I think everybody's already alluded to, it was perhaps a little bit boring with the lack of passing opportunities, but it was fun still nonetheless to try to find them where we could. And I thought it was a pretty well-raced race by everybody, and nothing too crazy, if not a little uneventful.
Well, way to keep your head down in it and keep your foot in it as well. You're finished up in the top 3. That'll keep you up there in the point standings. It was really fun to watch you up there, kind of right there on the back bumper of Andrew and Jeremy, as well as, I mean, you were right there with them for the race lead for a couple of laps. What was it like behind the wheel of this Toyota GR86? I mean, continuing to see them fight it out for the race lead, none other than maybe a foot up in front of your windscreen here, Joseph.
I mean, the first word that comes to mind is frustrating. I think that I have finished directly behind Andrew's bumper every race this year. It's been amazing. It's honestly wild, but no, it's fun. Obviously, you know, it's fun having good tight racing up front, and yeah, wish we could have got past them, but there's always next week.
Well said there, Joey. That was a nice run here tonight. Congrats on the top 3. Real quick before I let you get going, who makes it happen? Who we shouting out tonight?
Shout out tonight, obviously Warren and you, Sean, for putting all of this on between organizing the league and doing the broadcast. It's obviously awesome to be a part of, and it's one of the highlights of my week when I get to step away from taking care of the baby and lawyering. So it's nice to be able to come do this. I'd say you two tonight.
Oh, Joey, that's what keeps us moving and grooving back there behind the scenes. It goes a long ways. We appreciate it, man. Have a great rest of the night, and we'll let you get back to the new baby. We know you got your priorities straight.
Man, yeah. Excuse me.
We got you, Joey. We appreciate you, man. Have a great rest of your night. And that goes out there to every single one of you down there in YouTube land. Moonlight Dancer, Andrew Mandrace, as well as Terry. Appreciate every single one of you down there in YouTube land. That's going to about do it. It's here for us tonight on Stam Studio Network. It's Sean Stam. It's Warren Johnson, your commentators here tonight. Myself producing as well. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, and make sure you join us Thursday. Thanks.